Hi, East Texas warm and humid weather continues as we head into the early to middle part of the week. Then we'll have some bigger changes on the way with some rainfall by the second half of the week and then much cooler weather to end the month. As for the weekend, we had temperatures climbing to around 90 degrees on Saturday, lower 80s on Sunday, still a little bit above average. With the rainfall on Monday, temperatures are hovering right around average for this time of the year. All right, the upper level wind flow, let's take a look at it. We got a southwesterly wind aloft that is bringing in some Pacific moisture in the form of cloud cover. At the same time, we have surface winds out of the southeast, so we're increasing the surface moisture, and so it feels humid, and we have plenty of clouds out there. And then this little indentation here is a little ripple that is going through the atmosphere, the remnants of Norma moving by, bringing us a little bit of rain on Monday. The bigger storm system is poised to move across the area Thursday into Friday. It does not look like it will remain intact and as strong as it is out here in the desert Southwest. It will weaken as it goes by. So still a chance for rain for us and a good chance for rain, but the heaviest and best organized rain appear as if it will be from Dallas out to the west. Cooler air up to the Pacific Northwest hovers there for a few days and then eventually moves in our direction, but not until next week. So warm, humid conditions. There goes the low. You can see how it weakens as it goes by Thursday and Friday. Then we have this strong southwesterly flow on Friday. So there may be little ripples in that flow that create a couple showers from here and there, but it could end up being a predominantly dry day. That will go by. We'll head into the weekend, dry out with a 20% chance of rain, but here comes the cooler weather. This is a significant cold front that moves back into the Rocky Mountains Sunday night. By Monday night into Tuesday is when we start to feel it. So Sunday, it could be in the mid 80s here. By Monday, mid 70s. By Tuesday, mid 50s. So you can see we're going to change about 30 degrees between Sunday and Tuesday. At least that's the way things are setting up right now. We'll take a look at the 10-day temperature trend here in East Texas. We've got mid 80s tomorrow and Wednesday, mid 70s on Thursday, low 80s Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, mid 70s. And then look at Tuesday, upper 50s, right around 58 degrees. Wednesday down to 54. And Thursday staying below average, right around 61 degrees. So that's probably the strongest cold front we've tracked so far this year, and it is poised to move through in about 6 or 7 days. All right, rain chances. No chance of rain tomorrow, 20% chance of rain on Wednesday, Thursday, an 80% chance of rain. Friday, a 50% chance of rain over the weekend. Those rain chances back off to about a 20% chance. Just a note on the Friday 50% chance. Again, it's not all day. I think it's from time to time. And so we could have a few evening thunderstorms that could disrupt or maybe delay some high school football kickoffs. The later we go into the night, the less of a chance there will be. And then once we get to Monday, another 50% chance of rain along that strong front that moves through and brings the much cooler weather for Halloween. All right, here's future skycast. This is going to be Tuesday afternoon. Sunshine. Tuesday's an interesting day. We'll have sunshine, clouds at times. Sometimes it'll be mostly sunny. As a result, the high should be in the mid 80s. But Tuesday's going to be a humid day. And from Dallas toward Abilene, up toward Oklahoma City, and out toward San Angelo, that's the best chance of rain. And as we put this into motion, you'll see how that sort of weakens and backs off to the west. The upper low then finally starts to move through. But notice these are just widely scattered showers here Wednesday and only about a 20% chance. And then as that low moves by, our best chance of rain here in East Texas arrives Thursday into Thursday afternoon with clearing skies behind it. So that moves by. We have some low-level cloud cover Friday morning, a couple of little ripples down here to the southwest that could float through during the day. As a result, we may end up with a little bit of drizzle, cloud cover, passing showers. Friday's highs could be in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. Friday's just going to be a sort of a murky day. I don't think anything's real well organized with the rain coming through. But anyway, let's take a look at the rainfall outlook over the next 7 days. We can break this down for you by looking at the next 2 days, which will include Monday and Tuesday. And so far we've seen anywhere from about 1/100 of an inch to about 1/10 of an inch with some slightly heavier amounts out here to the west. By the way, Anderson County picked up more than an inch of rainfall around parts of Palestine today, officially at the airport about 7/10 of an inch of rain. If we look just specifically at Wednesday, just Wednesday alone, you'll notice that we start to bring in some rain. This is going to be Wednesday night. So maybe a 1/100 of an inch over toward Henderson, 1/10 of an inch toward Tyler, 1/4 of an inch, Canton, Athens, Palestine, 1/2 inch back to the west. All right, so that's Wednesday. Then we'll throw Thursday and Friday on the board. And again, it looks like these are lighter amounts here, but you have to add up the totals for the next 5 days. Now you start to put in 1 to 1.5 inches of rainfall from Athens up to Mount Pleasant, but it still remains light over toward Carthage and Center and Nacogdoches. And so the next 7 days play out like this, with anywhere from a 1/10 of an inch, a 1/100 of an inch toward Hemphill, to maybe an 1.25 inches over toward Athens. Saturday and Sunday over the weekend, there is a chance for some rain again, just passing showers and thunderstorms from Longview and Gilmer up toward Mount Pleasant. So yeah, we're going to get some rain, but again, it's going to be lighter to the southeast over parts of deep East Texas and heavier back to the northwest. All right, rainfall reports since the 1st of September. Tyler's deficit continues to grow, now about an inch below average. Lufkin is still ahead by 3 inches for the year. Tyler's deficit running over 8 inches of rainfall. Longview's almost 4 inches of rainfall, and Lufkin about 1.5 inches ahead. Forecast for tonight: cloudy skies in the evening, giving way to some gradual clearing overnight. It'll be warm and humid, 64 in parts of Cass County, back into Morris County around the Dangerfield area. Camp County in the city of Pittsburgh, 67 degrees. We'll come into our counties in the middle, and we've got lows in the mid to upper 60s around Gilmer and Mineola, Athens and Tyler, lower 70s, upper 60s from Henderson to Palestine, and then at Nacogdoches, mid to upper 60s under partly cloudy skies. All right, 10-day low temperature trend here. And again, it's going to be warm for about the first 7 of these 10 days, with overnight lows well above average. In fact, some of these overnight lows are summer-like in the lower 70s here as we head into the weekend. Then Saturday, Sunday, upper 60s. The front comes through on Halloween. It is much cooler, and our chilliest morning low will fall back to the lower 40s as we begin November. All right, hour by hour on Tuesday, 71 at 10 a.m., 77 at 11 a.m., 82 by 1 o'clock, 84 with breezy south winds tomorrow afternoon. Mid-80s in Camp County, Gilmer and Mineola into the mid-80s, upper 80s at Henderson around 87, Jacksonville up to 85, 86 at Lufkin, Nacogdoches, 87 at Groveton, 85 at Hemphill. Here's your Bill, the Scott White Texas Pine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. Mid-80s next couple of days. Then an 80% chance for thunderstorms Thursday, a high of 74. Back to the 80s Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We've got another front coming in, mid-70s Monday, but look how much cooler it is to round out that 10-day forecast. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Have a great night.